That was easily one of the hardest things I've done in a long time. There's no shame in walking into there, Chris. Sometimes you have to take it easy, enjoy the view, slow the pace down a bit. Expensive way of breaking your new shoes though, isn't it? Right, okay, we are attempting to bike pack across an entire country in 2 days. Okay, that country in question of Wales, it's not the biggest challenge in the world, but to make it even more interesting, we're doing it during a heat wave.
The past hour or so, we've had the UK Met Office issuing its first ever red warning for extreme heat.
And because this region is so sparsely populated, staying hydrated could be a challenge. This is going to be tough.
Bloody hell, this isn't middle of nowhere.
So the route officially starts here at W Junction. What can I tell you? Well, there's nothing here. A platform, train tracks, and nothing else. It really is like being dropped off in the middle of nowhere. Straight into the wilderness. Oh, a sheep herding. Run, sheep, run. So we're riding the Trans-Cambrian Way, a 100-mile route across the width of Wales. And while 100 miles doesn't sound very intimidating, the terrain more than makes up for it. Up and down massive hills, steep gradients, and on trails that are just really rough going. Slaty, rocky, grassy, draggy, just tough going. Wow, this heat is really taking a toll now. I mean, shouldn't complain. It's not raining, not blowing a gale, but the heat is tough. Just not used to it. Heavy bikes, running up the steep gradients. Yeah, tough going. Oh, oh. That's so nice. That's amazing. Just a real test of bike and rider and equipment choices as well. Right, got a new dyno plug, got a puncture, small hole and a sidewall, and hopefully that'll do a job. Bit more air, should be good. Wales was famous for mining back in the day, and a large part of the trails we're riding on are covered in loads and loads of slate, and it's sharp as you like, and it slices through rubber tyres like nothing else. We've had 2 punctures so far, and both have been on the sidewalls. Thankfully, tubeless, with the help of a plug, has fixed them, and we carry on riding. Okay, situation update, and it's not good. I spoke too soon, didn't I? I've had a puncture calamity, a real disaster. So we're riding on this really slaty road, and I've had a double puncture on the sidewall, just on the edge of the tread, and then right down by the bead, sort of worst place possible. But then 5 minutes later, I slashed the sidewall, and this was more difficult to fix. Holes are one thing, those tubeless plugs are great, but a slash, impossible to fix. I tried, but failed. So unfortunately, I had to fit an inner tube. So all fine. And then, would you believe it, 5 minutes later a thorn went through the tyre. I think the reason for the catastrophic punctures were the tyres. These have a light sidewall, so not beefy enough to withstand the punishment on a slaty road. So a beefier tyre with a thicker sidewall would offer more protection in that situation. The route was originally developed back in the 90s when mountain biking was king, way before gravel bikes like we ride now were ever thought about. But with modern gravel bikes as capable as they are, I thought it'd be fun to see how the bike coped, and so far, apart from the punctures, it's been just fine. I will do a full video and bike check on this, so make sure you stay tuned to the channel if you want to see that. I'll just give you a quick look around, a bit of a tour of the bike I'm using. So this is a new and improved Topstone carbon. A few changes that are worth pointing out. We have, for the first time, a threaded bottom bracket, Also an external seat clamp, so you can fit a round dropper seat post if you want. And thankfully, unlike the original, we have a non-asymmetric rear end, so you can fit any rear wheel you want. And that's a big upgrade. We still have space of 45mm wide tyres with 6mm clearance around the tyre, quite tight with the front mech there. We have a 100g lighter frame thanks to bushings rather than bearings in the kingpin, so rear suspension unit. So you can see how they've shaped the top tube, the seat tube and the rear stays, and that pivot there allows the whole system to flex a lot more than it would if it wasn't there. And then we have the Smart Sense, the battery there, powering the lights and the radar on the system, first debuted on a Synapse, and perfect I think for a bikepacking bike. You need lights on a bikepacking bike because you might get to a campsite or overnight destination really late and need lights, and having one battery powering the system is one less thing to worry about. Got a tail fin, which I really rate. I think it's a really good system. There's no strap in the bags, the seat post, nice and sturdy as well. Got extra cages there for more bottles or bags if I need them. Nice and secure, doesn't shake around. And up front, I go for a different system. Normally I go for a wide handlebar bag here, but I go for a small bar bag with all my food in there. Haribo, keep going. And then the two tail fin bags on the front. Got my tent in this one and my sleeping bag and roll mat in this one. So making use of the 3 bolts you get on these forks on these modern gravel bikes. Weight's nice and low, not much weight in these anyway because it's all sleeping equipment, and these act as a bushwhacker when you're going through overgrown gravel paths. And then the last bag is this Apidura stem bag where I put my GoPro for easy access. So nice bag setup, keeps weight low, nothing flapping around. And that setup has been working really well, not had any problems so far. And in places, a mountain bike might be the better choice. More comfort, low range gears. But the one climb we had to walk, I'm sure I would have been walking on a mountain bike. But these gravel bikes have coped just fine. Nice and fast on the road sections. And not many places where a mountain bike would be a lot better really. Some of the climbs are pretty brutal so far, aren't they? The climb beat me. Too steep, too loose. That is unlike anything I've ridden on before. And look at it. It's like a bed of daggers.
How's your new walking shoes, eh?
Oh, they're fantastic, yeah. They're super comfy. That was easily one of the hardest things I've done in a long time. So steep and so loose, impossible to ride this bike up there. The cows are friendly.
Find out in a minute.
Oh, Chris.
Get through the gate because they're obviously ready to come through.
Have I got a flimsy carbon frame to save me? Protect me? Let's ball.
Where's the ball? Oh.
I might go over this gate here. Day one has been amazing, tough but amazing. Some of the climbing, just brutal, absolutely savage. The gradient, the surface, in places unrideable. And I don't mind admitting I had to walk a few times. But for the most part, a really fun route. Legs are tired though, so good night's sleep. Hopefully I feel fully charged for tomorrow and do it all again. But the landscape here in Wales is absolutely amazing. I mean, look at it. Look at that view. Amazing.
No, near.
Gravel paradise. And even the roads are amazing out here. Fantastic. One thing to know if you do this route is that there are lots and lots of gates, and I mean hundreds of the buggers. Kind of frustrating after a while, even with 3 people They're just so tightly spaced together in places, and it just ruins your rhythm and momentum. But they're here for a reason, to keep the sheep in. So just country code, close them afterwards, and all is good. Whoa! Bikepacking in Wales, remote, tough, but magnificent, absolutely stunning. I think the heat's definitely taking a toll, isn't it now?
Yeah.
The heat.
Yeah.
And
Good riding though.
Oh, great riding, yeah, not
riding.
complaining. Feel really bad today, too hot. Just the heat and the climbing, just a brutal combination. But amazing riding.
That's good.
Well, we made it. What a day. 2 days. The heat, the hills almost broke us, but we powered through. Amazing experience. Just so remote, so wild. It's fine on a gravel bike. Just make sure you got a nice beefy rear tyre. The only thing I recommend. Super low gears help as well. Carry lots of water if it's hot, like it was for us. But right now we're off to our campsite, get showered, get a bit of food, a few drinks, and then ride home tomorrow. So if you enjoyed this, let me know by leaving a comment down below and hit that like button. And if you want to see a video on how to set your bike up, if you want to do a trip like this, then check the video right here. And don't forget to give a sub to the channel by hitting the button right here. But that's all for today. Hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you again very soon. Got a bottle opener. Oh yeah. Anyway, cheers guys. Here's to gates.
Yeah. Gate hell.
Gate hell, yeah.